proudly present the 34th Annual Miss Indiana Scholarship Pageant with Miss Indiana Lisa Williamson. And introducing 15 contenders for the crown and title of Miss Indiana 1990. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 60 seconds, you will see the next Miss Indiana.
Our service year is special, for it's designed to reflect the year of feelings our reigning Miss Indiana has experienced and the beliefs that she has advocated. Those beliefs are the pursuit of one's dreams, the living of life to its fullest, and the need for each individual to reach for their own special moment in time.
I Can Fly seems a most appropriate opening as our 15 contestants strive for their moment in time.
I got a rising emotion. Lighting a fire. I got my body in motion. Gonna have a world I desire. Ever since I was a child, I've been tied to the ground, but I finally found I can move, I can fly, I can go forever. I run and jump and break away. I can fly. Now I'm stronger than ever. I've taken hold of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, our parade of contestants. Miss Ball State.
Good evening, I'm Erin Chalfin, a senior at Ball State University, sponsored by Delta Chi Fraternity.
Miss Capital City.
Good evening, I'm Robin Marie Thomas. I attend Indiana University, and my sponsors are the Miss Capital City Scholarship Pageant Committee.
Miss Central Indiana.
Hello, I am Carrie Hipsray, 1990 cum laude graduate of Ball State University, sponsored by the Miss Central Indiana Scholarship Pageant.
Miss Elkhart.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Swanson. I'm a senior at Indiana University, and I'm sponsored by the Elkhart Elks Lodge, number 425.
Miss Elwood.
Hello, I'm Amy Louise Foster, and I'm a sophomore at Northland College, and my sponsor is Burnett Dellinger.
Miss Gary.
Good evening, I'm Tiffany Kimbrough, sophomore at Indiana University, and I'm sponsored by the Gary Alumni Ambassadors of Education.
Miss Harvest Homecoming.
Hello, I'm Lisa Buba, a 19-year-old junior at Indiana University. My local pageant is sponsored by Harvest Homecoming Festival Incorporated.
Miss Kokomo.
Good evening. I'm Brenda Bassett. I'm a senior at Indiana University, and I'm sponsored by Kokomo Hayes Arts and Festival.
Miss Kasiasko.
Good evening. My name is Heidi Young, and I'm a junior at Indiana University, and my sponsor is the Kosciuszko Scholarship Pageant.
Miss Lakeshore.
Good evening, I'm Laura Shalio. I'm a sophomore at Indiana University, and my sponsor is Michigan City Exchange Club.
Miss Maple City.
Hello, I'm Charmaine Fessler, sophomore at Purdue North Central. My local pageant is sponsored by the LaPorte JCs.
Miss Northeast.
Hello, I'm Maria Wills. I'm a 24-year-old senior at Lutheran College of Health Professions, and my sponsor is the Miss Northeast Scholarship Pageant.
Miss Purdue University.
Good evening. I'm Susan Brock, a recent 22-year-old graduate of Purdue University, and my sponsor is Pi Kappa Alpha Fraternity.
Miss West Central.
Good evening, I'm Shelley Harris, a 20-year-old junior at Purdue University, and my local pageant is sponsored by the Fowler Chamber of Commerce.
Miss Vincennes University.
Good evening. My name is Laura Day. I'm a 20-year-old summa cum laude graduate from Vincennes University, and my sponsor is the Vincennes University Student Association.
One of these young ladies will be crowned Miss Indiana 1990. Welcome the reigning Miss Indiana, Lisa Williamson.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Al Rent.
Thank you all very much. Good evening to you all. Boy, great job, girls. Very, very much. Well, we're all back one more time. We've been here, some of us all week, some for just a few days, but we've had 3 nights of great competition. For those of you who have just joined us for the first time, welcome. Tonight is the final night. You know, we have had 2 nights of preliminary action, where we have had all 15 of our contestants vying for some preliminary awards and, of course, adding points to our judges' totals. And all that comes together tonight because we take the 15 and we have to narrow it down to 8. And that's what we must do this evening. Tonight, you'll see each of the young ladies performing in the 3 areas of competition that you always do: talent, swimsuit, and evening gown. The judges have had a chance to interview our contestants earlier this week on Wednesday, and they have found them to be really an outstanding group of young ladies. Parents of our contestants, you are to be congratulated for giving us such great young ladies, and local pageant directors for helping prepare them for our state pageant tonight. Now, we'll pare it down to 8, and I'll ask for that piece of paper, and we'll put those 8 young ladies into our finalist category. Okay, 8. We wish there were more, but we have room for but 8. And we'll ask them to come forward, and you can recognize them with your applause, if you will, please. Our first finalist, Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young. Our
our second finalist, Miss Harvest Homecoming. Our third finalist, Miss Kokomo Haynes Atherton. We're not running an applause meter here. But you're excited. Our fourth finalist, Miss Northeast. We have 4. We need 4 more. Number 5, Miss Purdue University. Next, number 6, Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Hipsher. Number 7, Miss Capital City, Robin Thomas. Just once I'd like to see someone with a little enthusiasm. Our 8th finalist, Miss Elkhart. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your 8 finalists. Give them a big round of applause. We have to ask them to step back or we'll sweep them all into the pit down here. It'll be a long time for performing. Well, now they have a large task to perform. They have to prepare themselves emotionally and get everything in order in their heads and get ready to perform. And the first order of competition will be talent, then we'll do swimsuit. We will conclude after intermission with our evening gown competition. Let me ask you a question. For those of you who were here last night, how many of you went to Rodini's? Let's see your hands real quick. Okay, there we are, there we are. What time did you get there? Right, what time was that? 2 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock. It's an inside joke for those of you who are not here. I was there at 6 a.m. this morning. Nobody came. I couldn't figure it out. What can I tell you? I couldn't get the time right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a wonderful week here, not only with the 15 contestants, but with our own Miss Indiana. She's just a very special lady. You saw her performing briefly in our opening production number. I want to bring her back one more time. Please welcome Miss Indiana, Lisa Williamson.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
great. You know, I've just noticed that I'm not as tall as you.
Well, Al.
Yeah, but you know what happens? Well, I know if I wore heels like that, I suppose.
It might be nice in that tuxedo.
Well, thank you very much. No, you know, people shrink as they get older. Did you know that? Did you? And I figure at this rate, in a couple of years, when Linda and I go to the supermarket, I can ride in that little basket, you know, and she can just wheel me around. Don't you think that would be?
I think that would be very nice, Al.
You know, you've had.
I'd be happy for you.
Oh, thank you very much. We're going to do a duet one day, aren't we? Yeah. You're going to be the I'll be the contralto. And
Okay.
You've had an incredibly busy year.
Yes.
Almost 400 individual appearances.
Yes.
Now, some places you repeated, or these 400 different spots in our state.
No, some places I've gone back to.
Okay.
And they've asked me back in certain parts, so it's been a really busy year.
Incredibly busy year. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
You're pretty good, Al.
Oh, thank you very much.
Not as good as Karen Monk, though. She really does it.
Oh, no.
Where is she, Karen? Do it.
No. We don't want to get this would be
Okay.
like a whippoorwill. I'm calling for the one I love. You know, and it'd come back at you. You've had just
Maybe
that.
I should be the cookout.
You've had that kind of a year, and you did that to yourself. I mean, you wanted to do that. You wanted.
Yes. My goal, had I become Miss America, was to reach 200 to 300 schools and hospitals and hospices around the United States. And when I returned, since I was a top 10 finalist for the Quality of Life Award, I felt very strongly, since my message was quality of life, that even though my title didn't change, my goal shouldn't change either. And so I began traveling 5 to 6 days a week when I returned in September, and tomorrow is like my first free day.
You know what? Something.
I'm so excited. But then...
Do you get out of bed this way every morning? Can you imagine when she gets married? Good morning!
Yeah.
This is great. This
Thank you.
is great.
Thank you.
Boy, I just can't wait to hear about married life later on when you come back sometime. But you're going to sing a song for us, aren't you?
Yes, I am. One of the things that you were supposed to ask me what I'm going to do after this, Al.
I'm sorry. Okay, what are...
Yeah, with the program.
Well, yeah, okay. So, tell me, Lisa, what will you
Yes,
be
Al?
doing in the future?
Well, let me tell you. Friends, how much time have we got? No, I'm kidding. One of the things that I have the privilege of doing is I will be signing a contract with an agent on Monday, and I will be going down to Nashville at the end of July for a possible recording contract with a gospel record company.
Very
And-
nice.
And I'm finishing a book about my father entitled Up in Smoke, Reflections of My Father, about his ordeal with cancer and how our family has coped. And then I'm also writing a book with my brother about abuse and what his side was as far as being the abuser and my side being the abusee. And
Do you have time to sleep on that? I mean, is that...
well, you know, since I drive so much, I talk into a cassette recorder, so you know me, I don't have a problem with speaking. Well, I am kind of reserved, I guess, so. So.
In my dreams,
Yes,
you're
you said
reserved. Oh,
So
no.
that's what my future holds.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, you're going to sing a song for us,
Yes,
aren't
I am.
you? Yes.
I am. Let me take that mic.
You're very welcome.
I would like to sing a song for you. I would like to sing a song for you this evening. And I must put credit where credit is due. When I was preparing for the Miss Indiana pageant last year, I went through hundreds of songs, trying to find just the right one that could put all my feelings and emotions behind and really try to tell the people what I felt. And a dear friend, Rob Lloyd, sent this song to me entitled Only He. But someone very special to me, Michael Schmucker, my fiance, he went through the studio and spent hours and hours and hours laying down tracks and helping me decide what I wanted to put where and how to go about it. And so this is credited to these two. And this was something that I was able to do, and I earned a preliminary talent award last year at Miss Indiana. So this is for you. Look at me, woman, calm and in control. No silly girl whose head's always turning. Nobody would guess that deep inside my soul a brand new flame is burning. Only He has the power to move me, and together we'll make the whole world move in sympathy, what I couldn't see before. Only He can make my burden bright. Only he can make a wrong seem right. Only he can make the shadows bright and make the darkness gleaming white. He, him, and me. Only he has the power to move me. All the nights I've wasted dreaming of the time when I discover the one to guide me. Searching the horizon, I didn't realize that all the time he was beside me. Only he has the power to move me, and together we'll make the whole world move in sympathy. But I pray that I'm in time. Does he know? Will he never guess that next time I'm gonna answer yes? What if he couldn't wait? Have I learned it too late? Only he has the power to move me, and together we'll make the whole world move in sympathy. And now our hearts of love will flower. Only he has the power every day, every hour. He moves me. He moves me.
Miss Indiana, Lisa Williamson. Quite a young lady. I should have told you earlier, but I failed to, that the gowns in the opening number were by Showmax and were purchased by the local pageants, and Showmax provided us with 4 gowns for Lisa for our program. First segment of competition is extremely important because it is counted at 40% of all the points scored. 30% goes to interview. 15% of the points are in evening gown and in swimsuit competition. We begin with our 8 finalists in talent competition. And we begin with a song that was a symbol of the end of the Depression era as people look forward to better times. Singing Happy Days Are Here Again, Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young.
So long sad times go along bad times. We are rid of you at last. Howdy gay times, cloudy gray times. You are now a thing of the past. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. All together, shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy times, happy nights, happy days are here again.
Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young. Victor Hugo's novel about the French Revolution was destined to become an award-winning Broadway musical. Here to sing On My Own from Les Miserables is Miss Harvest Homecoming, Lisa Gabrielle Buba.
And now I'm all alone again, nowhere to go, no one to turn to. Without a friend, without a home, without a face to say hello to. And now the night is near, now I can make believe he's here. Sometimes I walk alone at night when everybody else is sleeping. I think of him and then I'm happy with the company I'm keeping. The city goes to bed and I can live inside my head. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. The world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him. But only on my own.
Miss Harvest Homecoming, Lisa Gabrielle Buba. From Vienna to Paris, and the famous French can-can, this time on point, is choreographed by the performer herself, Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson, Brenda Elise Bassett. Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson, Brenda Bassett. We would ask that during the performance, if you please refrain from taking flash photos. We especially during the walking for swimsuit and evening gown, it can distract the girls and they can lose their position momentarily. So if you would restrain from doing that for us. Also, our Miss Indiana photographer, Verlo Yoder of Studio 33, has positioned out back a number of photos that you can look at, observe, and place some orders for if you'd like some. They will also be at the Coronation Ball tonight, the books, so you can leaf through them. So you don't have to worry or panic that they're only going to be here. They will be going with us back to the Holiday Inn so that you can take a look at those. Moving along in talent competition, the setting now is late 19th century Vienna. The operetta Die Fledermaus by Johann Strauss. Singing "Oh, for the Life of an Actress," Miss Northeast, Maria Diane Wills.
Oh, for the life of an actress, to wear a tiara and a fine dress, to modestly manage to pose, and lightly acknowledge a flaws. You never saw such a courtesy as often as coming as me. You should see how I do. As a child in you, I sing and dancing with my fan, and in the end, I'll get my man. La 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 la. I say, Madam Pompadour, I do it with Lamar, smiling here and greeting there. I was right to escape up there. I have a mean garden of my own. I'm not hard, yeah, I'm not wrong, but I'm straight with a totally ring. I am never in chicken. La 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 la. If you fall away, I can say that is absolutely clear. That a girl like me was born for a stage career. My husband is an old Marquis who cannot quite keep up with me. I meet a handsome cook one day. We fall in love and run away. And time does come, betrays me too. Upstream, my loving husband tells the shoot them both the curtain falls.
Miss Northeast, Maria Diane Wills. Don't forget, immediately following our presentation tonight and our crowning of the new Miss Indiana, we will have the Coronation Ball at the Holiday Inn. Are there tickets still available for the Holiday Inn? I believe, yes, they are $10 a piece, and we'd love to have you all join us there. There'll be plenty of food for everybody, and a beautiful ice sculpture in the center of the room around the food tables provided by Cities Pure Ice Incorporated. Our fifth finalist in performance category, talent competition, Miss Purdue University, has chosen music from Cabaret, singing Maybe This Time. Miss Purdue, Susan Brock.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime, maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor, something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime, maybe this time, maybe this time I'll win. I'll win.
Eliza Doolittle, transformed from flower girl to duchess in the musical My Fair Lady, is portrayed in ballet On Point by Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Lynn Hipsher. From the musical West Side Story, the song Somewhere. Music by Leonard Bernstein, lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, and performed by Miss Capital City, Robin Marie Thomas.
There's a place for us, peace and quiet and open air. They wait for us somewhere, and there's a time for us somewhere. There's a time for us, time together with time to spare, time to learn, time to care. Someday, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. And you're halfway there. Come take my hand and I'll leave you there. Somehow,
Miss Capital City, Robin Marie Thomas. From the musical On a Clear Day, Miss Elkhart County offers her vocal rendition of the Lerner and Lane song, What Did I Have I Don't Have? Miss Elkhart County, Stephanie Swanson.
what did I have that I don't have? And what did you like that I've lost track of? And what did I do that I don't do the way I did before? And what isn't there that once was there? What have I got? A great big lack of something in me then that he could see then that beckons to him no more. Oh, I'm just a victim of time. I'm obsolete in my crime, out of date and outclassed by my past. What did he love that there was none of? And what did I lose the sweet warm lack of? Wouldn't I be the late great me if I knew her? And what did I have? I don't have none.
competition is concluded. The judges will be scoring their ballots. Remember, this counts 40% of all the points awarded tonight. You know, when we started tonight and we named our 8 finalists, all the previous points they had accumulated were thrown out. We start fresh. Each young lady has 0, and she comes from that point. So we start anew. And in a little while, about an hour from now or so, we'll name a new Miss Indiana for 1990. Our pageant is being videotaped. Some of you have seen the monitors out in the hall. Some of you have seen part of the presentation. It's a fabulous presentation being done by Videotech Productions, the video company here in Michigan City. And orders are being taken. You can order any one of the 3 nights individually or a combination of all 3 of the nights, and the prices vary according to what you want. We have 5 people seated down here to my left, directly in front of you, and they are our judges. They've been here since Wednesday. What a neat group of people they are. They have come from all over the country to be with us. I'd like you to meet them. You know, they've been hard at work. They interviewed our young ladies, and now the work really comes to the nitty-gritty as they have to score each of their 3 ballots tonight. Our first judge is the executive director of the Miss Missouri Pageant and has been a member of the Pageant's Board of Directors for 17 years. Over the past years, he has judged numerous local pageants in his home state of Missouri, as well as 7 Miss America state pageants. He's a real estate broker, and with his wife Judy and 2 daughters, resides in Mexico, Missouri. Please welcome Mr. Jim Dye. Our next judge has been in the field of teaching for the last 30 years. 25 of those years has been at the college level, where she is now the coordinator of the English certification program at the University of North Carolina in Asheville. She's been a frequent judge and coach for drama and oratory contests, as well as state and local pageants. Besides her full-time job and raising a family, she serves as a director of the YMCA Board of Directors. She also enjoys skiing, aerobics, and flying airplanes. Peggy Jo Gudger. The Miss Iowa pageant has profited from our next Judges Association. An immediate past director, she was instrumental in providing scholarship growth in her state and has helped groom the last 8 Miss Iowas. She's a former model and has worked in the fashion industry for the past 13 years. Along with husband Craig, she owns and operates 3 businesses in Davenport, Iowa. Please welcome Charlotte McManus. Our next judge was the former producer of the Miss North Dakota pageant for 19 years and has acted as Miss North Dakota's traveling companion. A past teacher of speech, radio, and drama at the college level, she's currently partners in Backstage Incorporated, a production company. In addition to this, she's been directing Northwest Airlines supervisors in promotional shows for the past 2.5 years. She comes to us well qualified because she's judged 26 Miss America state pageants. Say hello to Jane Gray Stewart. A resident of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our next judge has had training in music and dance, holds a degree in sociology, English, and a master's in education, as well as pursuing an advanced degree in special education. At present, he teaches high school English and speech, is a state field director for the Miss Wisconsin pageant, and assists in the preparation of Miss Wisconsin for Atlantic City. He's judged numerous pageants in the states of Wisconsin, Iowa, Arizona, and now he adds Indiana to his list. Mr. Dennis Wall. And our auditors are hard at work down there. They're putting the final totals in that first talent category. Judy Van Alstyne from First Citizens Bank and Don Tomes from Crow Chiswick and Company CPAs. We told you a little while ago that tonight, immediately following our presentation and the crowning of our new Miss Indiana for 1990, it will be festive time, and we'll all go back to the Holiday Inn. Parking is at a premium because of the construction that is going on. They're building a fabulous new conference center there, and the Holiday Inn will grow dramatically, all for the benefit of Michigan City, but it makes parking just a little difficult. So we encourage you to look all around the Holiday Inn. There's parking out in back of the Holiday Inn, I mean behind the area, as opposed to just always out in front. That's
side parking lot that we were so used to having is not available anymore because that is where the conference center is going. So as you all head there, we encourage you to drive around and look for the most available spot, and there is a kind of an empty or deserted gas station kind of next door to it, and you can park there. Or we're going to stack your cars someplace along the side of the highway. You know, we've been striving throughout these whole weeks, this whole week, and through our performances Thursday, Friday, and tonight, to have a very uplifting show. Well, we thought we'd take it down just a notch and travel down under the sea.
Somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. There's wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Gardening sucker, hammer is what they're taking from me. I'm gonna surely work all day. Under the sun they sail away, while we keep walking, float and keep floating under the sea. Down here all the fish is happy,
as off through the waves they roll.
the fish are the and ain't happy.
They sad 'cause they're in the bowl, but fish in the bowl is lucky.
They for worse than fate.
Someday when the boss get hungry,
You cook on the other plate.
under the sea, under the sea. No one can beat us, fry us and eat us in fricassee. We want the land but love to cook. Under the sea we off the hook. We got no troubles, life is the bubbles under the sea. Sardine, begin, it's music to me. Woo! The lady can play the blings on the strings, the bass rocking out the the chub and the thought they know where it's at. The look is the duke of soul. The lings on the strings, the belt rocking out the blackfish, she sings the trout rocking out the smelt and the sprite. They know where it's at, and oh how that blowfish blow. You're great, judges. Woo! Under the sea, when the sardine begin, it's music to me. What have they got? A lot of sand. We got the hot crustacean band. Each of the clam, you know how to jam here under the sea. Each of the slug, he caught in a rug here under the sea. Each of the snail, you know how to whale, that's why it's out there under the water. Yes, we got luck here, down in the muck here, under the sea. Woo-hoo!
Thank you, judges, very much for your fine rendition of Under the Sea. You want to clean up that mess you've got down there? Goodness gracious, it's all over the place. We make them work, you know? This is not a free ride. They have to work, they have to do their job, and they have to contribute to the production. Just excellent, just excellent. We have photos of you doing that. We'll sell them to you later. We'd like to thank J.C. Penney's for providing our mermaids swimsuits, and thank Hank Seibel for being our Man Under the Sea, and then also the Michigan City Scuba Center for providing his scuba gear. Now, I was just looking at my program booklet. By the way, I hope you all have purchased a program booklet. If you haven't, there are probably some available at intermission. Pages 10 and 11 are important because it tells you the scholarship money and the gifts, grants and things that are going to our Miss Indiana and each of the runners-up and contestants. And then it talks further into the book about the Miss America Scholarship Program. And you know, scholarship is the key word we're going for. Over $5 million awarded across the country from the local, state, and national level goes into the Miss America Scholarship Program, helping young women further their education and become what they have always dreamed of becoming. That's what we're all about. We think we do a fine job, and the girls do an equally fine job. We move into our next area of competition, and that is our 8 finalists in the area of swimsuit competition. And down under the sea is Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young. Heidi is 20 years of age. She's had special training in voice, in dance, organ and piano, flute, and playing the mountain dulcimer. Her hobbies include knitting. She loves to spin wool into yarn, tatting, reading, and singing. Athletically, she likes water skiing, diving, and triking. Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young. Miss Harvest Homecoming, Lisa Gabrielle Buba. Lisa is 19 years of age. She's had special training in voice. She loves to write, she loves to perform, and she loves trivia. Sports-wise, she likes skiing, playing a good game of tennis, and swimming. Miss Harvest Homecoming, Lisa Gabrielle Buba. Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson, Brenda Elise Bassett. Brenda is 21 years of age. She studied dance, voice, playing the handbells, gymnastics, acting, and art. She loves to dance, loves to sing, loves to travel, read. She loves to collect Madame Alexander dolls. And sports-wise, a good game of golf, tennis, volleyball, and a workout with aerobics. Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson, Brenda Elise Bassett. Miss Northeast, Maria Diane Wills. Maria is 24 years of age. She's had vocal training, and her hobbies include putting that vocal training to work. She loves to sing, she likes aerobics, the theater, and reading a good book. To keep in shape, she swims and plays basketball. Miss Northeast, Maria Diane Wills. Miss Purdue University, Susan Brock. Susan is 22 years of age. She's had extensive involvement in choral music. She likes to sing, read, loves to dance, and just being with friends. Good game of volleyball, softball, running, and basketball are in her sports categories. Miss Purdue University, Susan Brock. Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Lynn Hipsher. Carrie is 22 years of age. She enjoys dance and playing the piano. Her hobbies include ballet, jazz, and reading children's books. Athletically, she likes to play tennis, water ski, snow ski, and works out with aerobics. Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Lynn Hipsher. Miss Capital City, Robin Marie Thomas. Robin is 26 years of age. She's had extensive training in voice, loves to act, modeling, and dance. She likes writing poetry, hand beading and painting garments, and loves watching IU basketball. Sports, she likes to roller skate, jog, do aerobics, and walks 3 miles a day. Miss Capital City, Robin Marie Thomas. Miss Elkhart County, Stephanie Swanson. Stephanie is 22 years of age. She's had training in voice, in dance, and in acting. She loves to go camping, biking, and loves to crochet at a quiet time. Basketball, softball, and soccer are her favorite sports. Miss Elkhart County, Stephanie Swanson. And that concludes our first two areas of competition this evening, our talent and our swimsuit. The judges will be scoring their swimsuit ballots. You have 20 minutes to relax and catch your breath and come back for Act 2.
soft, and her words were inviting. There was a time when love was blind, and the world was a song, and the song was exciting. There was a time, but it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. But the time has come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dreamed he'd come to me, and we would live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I dreamed a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed.
people sing, singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free.
God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring
On this page, I write my last confession. Read it well when I at last am sleeping. It's a story of those who always loved you. Your mother gave her life for you, then gave you to my keeping.
come with me where chains will never bind you. All your grief at last behind you. Lord in heaven, look down on him in mercy.
Forgive me all my trespasses, then take me to your glory.
Take my hand and lead me to salvation. Take my love, for love is everlasting. And remember the truth that once was spoken. To love another person is to see the face of God.
Do you hear the people sing? Lost in the valley of the night. It is the music of a people who are climbing to the light. For the blessing of the earth, there is a flame that never dies. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise.
strong and stand with me. Somewhere beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Do you hear the people sing? Say, do you hear the distant drums? It is the future that they bring when tomorrow comes.
Beautiful number, and that was a medley from Les Miserables. And Dennis Kienitz, our musical director, was our male vocal soloist, and of course Lisa was our female vocal soloist. They do just don't they sound great together? How about giving them one more round of applause? Almost as good as Lisa and I do earlier. You know, that really helps. Think about this. Early in the morning, you know, I have a little exercise I do early in the morning when you get out of bed and you know the lips won't move. You know you're going like that. You answer the phone. You go hello, things like that. Here's what you do. You go. Think about that. It kind of loosens the lips. And you go. It does help. It really does. For their continued support in providing contestants meals and contributions to the scholarship fund, we want to thank the Michigan City Rotary Club, the Lions Club, and the Exchange Club. A great job they have done for us. Thank you very, very much. Also, Leonard and Irene Brown provided a luxurious air-conditioned bus to transport our contestants around our community today and throughout all of the week. And their great, extraordinary bus driver, Harry Crakes. Harry, thank you for the new windows in the bus. We appreciate that very much. Also, our hairdressers are backstage, G.W. Stewart, Wilma Stewart, and Diane Werbalewski, and they are from the Hair Cottage. And I want to thank specially, and I forgot to do it last night, Karen Monk for lengthening my pants to the tuxedo. When I got here, they looked like that. Okay, it's a little tough, so we just kind of colored some paper and dropped them down. Anyway, Karen, thank you very much for helping us out there. We move on now to our third and final area of competition. We ask our young ladies to return to the stage, our 8 finalists in evening gown competition. And tonight, as we have in each of the 2 previous nights, we're going to ask them all a very special question as they step to our microphone. Heidi Young, Miss Kosciuszko. Heidi, here's your question. Who do you think plays the most influential role in education of children, and why?
I think Barbara Bush has done a very good job of educating children, especially with her activism in illiteracy.
Very good. Miss Kosciuszko, Heidi Young. Heidi is the daughter of Link and Florence Young. She's a junior at Indiana University. She's working toward a Bachelor of Science degree in music and English and performs with the Singing Hoosiers. Another of Heidi's talents is to spin fibers into yarn and then weave or knit the yarn into wearable designs and garments. Heidi's future ambitions involve singing professionally, hopefully on Broadway someday. Heidi Young, Miss Kosciuszko. Lisa Gabrielle Buba, Miss Harvest Homecoming. Lisa, your question. Why is mental health an area in need of volunteers?
The area of mental health is one that is not frequently volunteered for because it is not a popular item in today's forefront of today's issues. It needs to be spread out more. People need to be aware that there is a need for it, and then maybe the volunteers will come.
Lisa Gabrielle Buba, Miss Harvest Homecoming. Lisa's parents are Carol and Vicki Buba. She is a Dean's List student at Indiana University Southeast. She's majoring in philosophy and communications with a minor in psychology. Lisa was born in Ankara, Turkey, and has lived in various countries such as Japan, England, and of course here in the United States. Lisa's ambition is to pursue a law degree and become a trial lawyer. Lisa Gabrielle Buba, Miss Harvest Homecoming. Brenda Elise Bassett, Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson. Brenda, your question. Why is drug abuse the most important problem facing the nation?
Drugs today affect nearly everyone, directly or indirectly. The crime rates in the United States is growing daily. 70% of all crimes are drug-related. If we can help fight the drug war, we can help fight crime. Thus, we can live in a better society.
Brenda Bassett, Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson. Brenda's parents are William and Sharon Bassett. She's a senior at Indiana University. She seeks a degree in business management. And she's been performing with the IU Red Steppers. Just a few of her other activities include civic theater, volunteering for Meals on Wheels, and the Student Athletic Board. Brenda's future goals include owning a ladies' boutique, participating in civic theater, and community volunteer work. Brenda Bassett, Miss Kokomo Haynes Apperson. Maria Diane Wills, Miss Northeast. Maria, your question. What would you like to see done to promote public awareness towards professionalism in nursing?
Well, certainly, I would like to see the media portray us in a more positive light. I would also like to be seen stressed the many opportunities and varieties that there are in nursing, as we are a profession which utilizes skilled technology along with caring.
Maria Diane Wills, Miss Northeast. Maria's parents, Charles and Mary Wills. Maria is a Dean's List student at Lutheran College of Health Professions. She's majoring in nursing. She says she enjoys working with youth organizations in the Red Cross and participating in community theater. Maria's goals include working within the mental health field with young people and specializing in psychiatric nursing. Maria Diane Wills, Miss Northeast. Susan Brock, Miss Purdue University. Susan, your question. What educational program would you suggest be introduced to make the public aware of saving the environment?
An educational program that I would undergo would be one that I mentioned before in the earlier question, one that stresses the importance of recycling, reducing, and reusing our products, because that would make our environment more safe for the 21st century, and thus we will live as happy human beings within that century.
Susan Brock, Miss Purdue University. Lee and Karen Brock are Susan's parents. She's a Dean's List graduate of Purdue with a degree in political science. She was recently named one of 10 students in the state to be a recipient of the Governor's Fellowship. You may also see her soon on public television performing at the Kennedy Center with Fred Waring's U.S. Chorus. Susan has also been accepted to the IU School of Law and hopes to someday become a high court judge.
Miss Purdue University, Susan Brock. Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Lynn Hipsher. Carrie, your question. What can you do to focus Indiana on the problem of illiteracy?
I think it's very important that we start working with the illiteracy problem in Indiana with adults. There are many adults who cannot read. 1 in 10 American adults are illiterate. They cannot read voting ballots, prescriptions on a medicine bottle, and bus schedules. We need to start with our adults in Indiana.
Carrie Lynn Hipsher, Miss Central Indiana. Jerry and Sandra Hipsher are Carrie's parents. Carrie is a 1990 cum laude graduate of Ball State University with a degree in elementary education with a kindergarten endorsement. Carrie's resume demonstrates her commitment to women's athletics, child care, education, and dance throughout her high school and her college career. Her plans are to pursue a master's degree in elementary education with specialization in reading and, of course, to become a teacher. Carrie Lynn Hipsher, Miss Central Indiana. Robin Marie Thomas, Miss Capital City. Robin, your question. What can parents do to make television more than a passive activity for their children?
My mother had a wonderful idea. Whenever she sat us down in front of the TV, she would give us pencils and crayons and paper so that we were always doing something instead of just vegging in front of the television. It was really wonderful. I'd someday like to have my own children's television show, and I'd like to have perhaps exercise in the video, or maybe tell them, like the home show, well, tomorrow we'll be making this, and let them bring their crayons or the glue and scissors along. So it won't be such a passive activity.
Robin Marie Thomas, Miss Capital City. Robin's mother is Rita. She'll be a junior at Indiana University, Indianapolis, seeking a degree in communications with minors in English and music. Robin's professional experiences are extensive and include touring the country with Hanna-Barbera shows where she sang and danced with the Smurfs, the Flintstones, and the Jetsons. In the future, Robin plans to, as she just told us, host her own after-school children's television series. Robin Marie Thomas, Miss Capital City. Stephanie Swanson, Miss Elkhart County. Stephanie, your question. Why do you think it's important to stress what handicapped students can do?
I have a sister who is hard of hearing, and mainstreaming handicapped children into the public school system is very important to me, because Angela fought to be mainstreamed into the public school system, and she has become a very confident, very outgoing young woman, and I'm very proud of her.
Stephanie Swanson, Miss Elkhart County. Dennis and Peggy Swanson are Stephanie's parents. She's a senior at Indiana University, pursuing a degree in musical theater. Stephanie is a 4-year member of the Singing Hoosiers. She's performed in productions of Chicago, Chorus Line, the Opera Faust, and is a lead vocalist at Dill's Old Town Saloon in Traverse City, Michigan. She'd like to be on Broadway someday. Stephanie Swanson, Miss Elkhart County. And that concludes all areas of competition. The judges will mark their ballots. Our auditors will be hard at work. And remember, we threw out all the points accumulated during the first 2 nights of preliminary competition. We started tonight anew, and so the points have been accumulating. And in not too long a time now, we'll be naming a series of runners-up from 4th to 1st, and then a new Miss Indiana for 1990. You know, we'd like to bring back on our stage a very special young lady one that we have cared for a year, and she has cared for us and our entire state. As Lisa told us earlier, she has made close to 400 appearances throughout our state, working 5-6 days a week, representing the Crown, talking about the American Cancer Society, very close to her heart, and whatever else people wanted her to talk about. Welcome her back warmly, won't you? Miss Indiana, Lisa Williamson.
Thank you. This year has been a great privilege to me, and one of the things that I wanted to do this year was to share a bit of my year with you, since you all couldn't be with me. I have a slideshow, and during this slideshow, it just is a glimpse of some of the special, special people that I have had the privilege to meet in Indiana, and I hope it's a source of inspiration and comfort to each and every one of you. The song I'd like to sing for you is one that I use in the schools, as I've spoken to over 50,000 elementary, junior high, and high school students. It's entitled In Heaven's Eyes. And as you watch the slides, please listen very closely to the words, because it talks about how in heaven's eyes there are no losers. All the young women who came here today came here as winners, and they will go home as winners. But in heaven's eyes, in heaven's eyes, there are no losers, and there's no hopeless cause. So no matter what you're facing, I pray that you realize that there is always hope.
A fervent prayer rose up to heaven. A fragile soul was losing ground, sorting through the earthly babble. Heaven heard the sound. This was a life of no distinction, no successes, only trials. Yet gazing down on this unlovely one, there was love in heaven's eyes. Heaven's eyes, no hopeless cause, only people like you, with feelings like me, amazed by the grace that we can find in heaven's eyes. The orphan child, the wayward father, the homeless traveler in the rain. When life goes by and no one even bothers, heaven feels the pain. Looking down, God sees each heartache. He knows each sorrow. He hears each cry. And looking up, we'll see compassion's fire ablaze in heaven's eyes. In heaven's eyes, there are no
hopeless cause. Only people like you, with feelings like me, amazed by the grace that we can find. In the heavens' eyes, there are no losers. In the heavens' eyes, there is no hopeless cause. There's only people like you, with feelings like me, and we're amazed by the grace that we can find in heaven's eyes. In heaven's eyes. Thank you, Indiana. I love you.
A beautiful, beautiful presentation. The American Cancer Society is very, very special to Lisa's heart. We have a special presentation for Lisa. We have Faye Urello with us from representing the American Cancer Society here. And Faye, if you'll come up here, and Lisa, if we could have you come back out on stage. Faye?
Good evening. Hello. She's surprised. Slightly over a month ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Lisa Williamson again, and I watched her as she sat down with the family at an area hospital. Very calmly, she reassured them and inspired them. As she sat with this young wife and a father-in-law and prayed with them, I sensed the commitment and the strength in this young woman. And it really is a distinct pleasure to know her and to have an opportunity to be with her tonight. I have to cheat for a second. Okay. Lisa sat with these people and struggled with them at a time when they had only recently been told that the young woman's husband had cancer. She promised them that she would return and that she would run a fundraiser for him and she'd do anything else that she could to help them in their struggle. I also then had the opportunity to see her repeat similar kinds of things that same day. And later that evening, she was still going strong, and at a benefit dinner for the American Cancer Society, again, it was very clear the kind of commitment and strength that she brings with her and the kind of feelings that she has for people, because I saw that that commitment exemplified honesty and humor, enthusiasm, and just a genuine, wonderful person. And on behalf of the American Cancer Society, Indiana Division, Board of Directors for the state, it really is a pleasure to present something to you this evening. Because at our June 23rd Board of Directors meeting, a resolution was passed for Lisa Williamson that reads as follows. Whereas the American Cancer Society Indiana Division has been dedicated to battling cancer in every county of Indiana for the past 50 years, and whereas for the last 12 months, Lisa Williamson, Miss Indiana, 1989, has unselfishly dedicated and donated her time to the American Cancer Society, and whereas she has made several hundred appearances on behalf of the American Cancer Society and made major contributions to the control of cancer in Indiana. And whereas she has inspired volunteers and staff alike while providing hope for cancer patients and adding to the overall quality of life of all that she has touched. Be it therefore resolved that the Board of Directors of the American Cancer Society Indiana Division will hold Lisa Williamson in highest esteem and hereby acknowledge the contribution she has made to the American Cancer Society Indiana Division on this date, June 23, 1989. And it is signed by Mary Margaret Moorhead, who's chairman of the Board of Directors, and C. William Hankey, MD, who is president of the board. And it's my pleasure to give this to you.
Thank you very much. Whew. Well, she's a very special woman. Now we're going to pass the Kleenexes throughout the audience here. I'm sorry, Janet has run out of Kleenexes. We have some special people with us this evening. We would like to thank very much for meritorious service and helping our pageant become the pageant it has become. President of the State Elks Association, Carol Dickerson, and Mrs. Dickerson. Where are you, folks? You are seated here. Let's see. Are you out there? I think Carol ran out to get some Kleenex for everybody. The Mayor of Michigan City, the Honorable Robert Beeler, and Mrs. Beeler. They are both here. There they are. Parents of contestants, now you've stood up all two nights now. Let's do it one more time. Parents of contestants, stand up for us. Won't you do it? Big round of applause. Boy, you have done a great job. This is an amazing group of 15 young women. And pageant directors, local pageant directors, you have really helped us, the guts of the entire program statewide. If you would, please stand. Thank you so very, very much. Now we have some past Miss Indianas who have joined with us this evening, and I hope my notes are correct. Miss Indiana 1979, Ricky Farrell. Ricky, I think you are here somewhere. Right in front of me, right here. And I haven't seen her yet, but Miss Indiana 1981, Pam Carlberg. Pam, are you here this evening? No. Okay. Miss Indiana 1986, Susan Saylor is back with us again. Susan. And Miss Indiana 1988, Joni McMecken. Joni. Thank you so much. Now we may bring the house lights back. You know, for all of our contestants, all 15 of them, this has been a very special week. It's been a week of a lot of joy. It's been a week of a lot of sharing. It's been a hard week. It's been a fun week. It's been a week of self-determination for all of them. Truly, for these young women, it has been their very special one moment in time.
I
seize that one moment in time, make it shine.
One moment in time, when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time, when I'm racing with destiny, and in that one moment in time, I will be
In a moment, we'll be naming a new Miss Indiana, but ladies and gentlemen, one final opportunity. Please welcome warmly Miss Indiana 1989, Lisa Williamson.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, goodness, this has been an incredible year, and I want to thank you all. There are so many special people who have made this year successful and who have made this year a priceless one for me. And you know who you are. The board, the American Cancer Society, my friends, my family. And I want to thank you for helping me to live my dream of improving the quality of life of people in Indiana. Because of you, my dreams have come true. And I count it a privilege to crown your next Miss Indiana. And for my farewell, I think it is only fitting to say farewell to you by the way I said hello, and that's with my music. It gives me great pleasure to sing for you a number that has been requested several times since Thursday evening. It's my privilege and my honor to sing for you, Indiana, Upon This Rock. Please know that you will always be in my prayers, and I will always carry the priceless memories that you have given me in my heart. May God bless you all, and know that I love you. When others see with earthly eyes just what they want to see, you will see the things that never die. You will know and recognize by simple childlike faith the priceless truth that others will deny. When others say I'm just a man who liked to dream his dreams, when others call a miracle a miracle,
listen for eternity in moments as they pass, and see with spirit eyes what others miss. Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom, and on this rock forever and ever it shall stand, and all the powers of hell itself shall never more prevail against it, for Satan's thrones are built on sinking sand. Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom, and on this rock forever and ever it shall stand. Upon this rock of revelation I'll build a strong and mighty nation, and it shall stand the storms of time. Upon this rock. If in a simple carpenter you see the Son of God, if you will choose to lose when you could win, if you will give your life away for nothing in return, then you are where my kingdom will begin. Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom, and on this rock forever and ever it shall stand, and all the powers of hell itself shall never more prevail against it, for Satan's thrones are built on sinking sand. Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom, and on this rock forever and ever it shall stand. Upon this rock of revelation I'll build a strong and mighty nation, and it shall stand the storms of time. Upon this rock I'll build my kingdom, and on this rock forever it shall stand. Upon this rock of revelation I'll build a strong and mighty nation, and it shall stand the storms of time. Upon this rock I'll build my church. Upon this
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Indiana, Lisa Williamson. We would be remiss if we did not recognize, too, John and Betty Price, who are with us, and they have hosted Miss Indiana. They have been her home away from home. John and Betty, thank you very much. And, of course, all of our hostesses are backstage. So, John and Betty, thank you very much. Hostesses backstage, thank you very much.
They have really been working hard to make sure so many things go right. You know, there's a special new award for Miss America. It's called the Quality of Life Scholarship Award, brought to us by Fruit of the Loom, a major sponsor of the Miss America pageant program. The Fruit of the Loom Award is presented to one winner from each state, as well as a winner from the national pageant in Atlantic City. Now, these women have been selected because they have made significant contributions to improving the quality of life in their communities through involvement in civic and charitable projects. Now, our committee wrote us a very nice letter. Marvin Komenerick chaired that committee, and he says, the members of this committee, after due debate and deliberation, and based solely upon the written presentation made, we have selected as the 1990 recipient of the Fruit of the Loom Quality of Life Award, Brenda Bassett. He goes on to say, we were motivated to do so by Brenda's record of unconstrained selflessness in an area not related to her intended vocation, and the fact that she not only felt a sense of community obligation, she actually made a difference for the better. Additionally, we have attached a check for $200. Now, this is a check they have attached, in addition to the certificate, to two young ladies that they felt were duly had performed such outstanding service that they should be recognized also. The $1,000 comes from Fruit of the Loom. They were so moved by these other two young women, they contributed themselves an additional $200. They had asked us if we would split it and give it to two additional of our contestants at $100 apiece. And those two young ladies will also receive our Quality of Life Award. They go to Susan Brock and Robin Thomas. Ladies, all of you, congratulations for your fine community work. It is a selfless venture that volunteerism takes, and it means that they feel very strongly about the communities in which they live to make them better. We now have to name a new Miss Indiana and runners-up. May I have that sheet of paper, please? We will go in alternate order. We'll go from fourth runner-up to our new Miss Indiana. Our fourth runner-up is Miss Harvest Homecoming, Lisa Buba. Our third runner-up is Miss Capital City, Robin Thomas. Our second runner-up, she is Miss Central Indiana, Carrie Hipsher. First runner-up is very important. You already know this, for if any reason our new Miss Indiana could not fulfill her duties, our first runner-up would become our new Miss Indiana. Our first runner-up is Miss Elkhart, Stephanie Swanson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Miss Indiana. Miss Indiana for 1990 is Miss Kokomo.
coming. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. We'll see you at the Coronation Ball and back here next year. Good night.